This is another Lost Railway Town episode. We're in the Lost Railway Town of Kimberley, and this is a Nottinghamshire town, but we're not starting in the town because we've just come high above Kimberley just to have a look at this. This is the what's it called?
Swingate Water Tower.
That's it. Dates back to the 1940s, doesn't it? Up to a few years ago, was providing water for the city of Nottingham.
That's like that cow in front of an ornate tower.
Hello. I've just mentioned Nottingham there, haven't I? Because we're only 6 miles away from Nottingham, just to the east. And while we've got a quiet spot, let's just run through some details. So, population, just over 6,000 people. And we might see some evidence of it, Phil, but it is a market town. We'll tell you about Kimberley's railway history and what remains today, but just to set the scene, Kimberley had 2 railways passing through it, the Great Northern and the Midland. Industry-wise, we'll tell you about the beer-related stuff later on, but this was also in the heart of coal mining country, with several nearby collieries and colliery branch lines. But anyway, we'll kick off looking at some of the former Great Northern Railway route in the town. So the first railway to arrive in Kimberley, 1876, we had the Great Northern with its Derbyshire extension. Great Northern Railway path sign there. We're just going to have a quick potter about on the trackbed. So Phil, we saw Great Northern, this line, we saw this up at, where was it now? We did his GCR video, Baseford, was it? Do you remember?
Oh, I did that many videos over the years, I can't remember which one's which.
Yeah.
Well, we followed this before, have we?
No, but we saw it, we mentioned it, I can't remember now.
I can't remember either.
I must have known when I written it in my notes.
Oh, hold on a minute, you mean when we went with Richard that time?
Yeah.
Oh, we'd have saw it intersectors and stages, yeah, that's correct, yeah.
And if you follow this railway further up, you'd be crossing the Viaducts.
Yes, you would, in this direction actually, yeah.
It's not too far actually, just past Kimberley, is it? Kimberworth. I'm going to get that wrong. I'm calling that
Kimberly? Kimberly by any chance?
And that's the A610 just down the bottom of this embankment that you can hear looking. We've just walked just to the end of the trackbed going out of Kimberley, where you've got this, I say, mimic, a replica signal. It's just there for presentation, isn't it? It's not the original and a buffer.
It's gone. It was a seat.
Oh yeah.
It's saying that we should sit there. Yeah, the genuine buffers, that's the point.
Got a little arch. Number 4.
So it said, yeah. Obviously they don't use it anymore, judging by that.
No. So this is an abutment from where we was just, maybe between where we was just walking, heading east towards Kimberley Station. It was Kimberley East Station, wasn't it, on the Great Northern?
So it came across on a bit of a skew, actually. If you look at the other side, look.
Pan you around. Oh, yeah. So where's the line come from? Where are we in relation to when we were on that path a few moments ago then?
Yeah, well, that's just basically beyond the tree line where the cottages on the other side there, look, about a quarter of a mile down there. It went underneath Church Lane, which we was having a look nosy around earlier.
And then it's come across through there, where that is there.
Yeah,
across the bridge abutments where we've just been showing you down there.
Yeah, straight over level crossing, and then it went to the platforms here.
Okay, so that's the station, right. Well, we're going to go around the other side and have a look at that now, aren't we? And just at the east end of the station, look, was this footbridge. Was this always a footbridge?
Yeah, always a right away. They've just put a new decking in. I think it was put in either 80s or early 90s. Certainly been here as long as I can remember.
Is that the station?
This is the platform side.
Oh, that's lovely, that. So I'm assuming there's no platform left.
I don't think so.
Been raised, has it?
The car park area has been raised up. Still a tidy structure.
Yeah, that is nice. It's nice to see that the station's in use. It's nice to be able to see it.
And it's complete as well.
Yeah. This footbridge is perfect viewing platform, isn't it, for this? Another, that's like a new build house just there, look. That's built in the same same kind of manner, isn't it? I thought that was a way hut at first, but sure. So there's the other side. Would this be the entrance side to the station then? Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. This bridge is a bit wobbly.
Wobbly bridge. Never mind wobbly runner.
Am I remembering the maps right here that looked at all this was the goods?
Yes, it was.
Side goods area.
That's right.
Interestingly, this station was opened simply as Kimberly. We've been referred to it as Kimberly. I'm getting these east and west mixed up. Kimberly East, but they didn't actually add the east until the 1950s. So, and it closed in 1964. So, it was only known as Kimberly East for a short period of time, really.
Yeah, and east and west. Just to have them as east and a west to avoid confusion. They're so close to each other. I'm surprised they didn't just stick to Kimberley, Midland, and Kimberley Northern or whatever.
Yeah. Let me get my bearings here. So these are the platforms.
Yep.
This side then.
Yeah. Pretty much stood on where other platform would have been. The trains going in towards Nottingham.
So other platform on this side. I'm assuming there'd have been a station building on this side as well. Kimberley Nature Trail. So we're going to walk down the. Where's this go? We're going to walk down the trackbed now of the Great Northern in the opposite direction.
Yeah, well, I mean, this would have been the platforms here on the left. Look, the platform would have been tight up against this. What would you call it? Retaining. If there's a retaining wall behind the hive, I don't know, but yeah, certainly would definitely be on the platforms by now.
It's there. There's a bit there. Look, Phil, where it's kind of cut away there.
I think it's been just sheer, been hewn into the cliff. Well, it's not a cliff, is it? But you know what I mean.
Yeah, into the rock.
And hacked out into the rock. Yeah. Always in winter, if you come down here, you can always see if there's any recess in there where there might have been a little cutout for seaweed we can't see.
This is a bit of a quaint setup here. Nature trail.
I mean, depending on how high the platform was, that looks too high now, doesn't it? It's kind of still there, isn't it, look? This flat area, look.
Yeah, there's definitely a plateau there. I mean, it's hard to go back and imagine yourself stood on the platform in the cutting like this, but it's because it wouldn't have had the tree coverage, it'd have been a lot more open. It's very eerie, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
The cutting like this, to think that you could be stood on a station.
Yeah. And then suddenly you'll be hit by a blank wall of soil. But you need to have a few deep breaths in a minute.
Nice little walk through the cutting, that. What is this?
This is an infill cutting.
All right, so this is...
This is the cutting. This is how deep it was. This is how much infill they've put in it.
So it's not a bridge or anything, they've just blocked
the bridge is further up. They've just completely filled it in from all the way from Watnell Tunnel on this line all the way up here. It's completely been infilled. There's a housing estate built on top of it as well, but it went a long time ago.
We've got to climb up that now?
Yeah, because you'll see remains of this very high bridge that spanned this filled-in cutting in a couple of minutes. It's just 100 metres, 200 metres above us. So yeah, need to go up there. Why? Struggling already?
No. It's warming my calf muscles up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wow, that is high. Phil did warn me just walking down there that it will come to an abrupt end. He's not wrong. I mean, it never comes out on camera. It always looks so monolithic, but you just see how high the walls of the cutting are there. Crazy. And up the top there, to think, I mean, we're no stranger to railway cuttings, are we? But to think that they've carved their way through here and we had a station just at the end of the cutting there. All right, we'll see you at the top, hopefully. So we climbed up the infill just there, scrambled up the steps at the side of it. And look, you can see all this infill sat over here, look, until we get to this road. And there was the bridge here, look, and look, there's the piers. There's the edge of the bridges there, look. Edge of the bridge, should I say.
Yeah, for some reason this looks like a big bridge. I mean, I'm not saying that because I know that it was a deep cutting, but these, what do you call them, buttresses? What do you call them?
No.
We're getting muddled up again, aren't we?
I think we need to go on a bridge anatomy course here.
Yeah,
Phil.
well they look like they're holding some serious structure up.
Yeah, beefy, aren't they, like you said. Blue brick. Yeah. And the wall around there. So, if I just line ourselves up, so the alignment of the track bed, let's have a look. Where's the other ones? So we've got one at the other side of the road, one over there.
I think they're all 4 of there, I think.
So it's coming straight through.
Yep, and the depth of this cutting was continuous all the way up to Watnell Tunnel at the other end, and then eventually it went under the M1, and that bridge had to be put in when the M1 was being built because the line was still running.
They've made a bit of an effort with the Great Northern, haven't they? Yeah. Signage and stuff.
It's also very good that all 4 of these, what we don't know what they're called, are all still here, you know.
Is this a girder then?
Well, I think there's a bit of it. I don't know.
Oh right, do you think that's?
I don't know. I think it was a deck that went over it. It's been, look, they've just grinded it away. Look.
You're right. Is it normal for a deck to curve like that?
Well, metal can go into any shape if they want it to. So this was possibly the stop you falling over, maybe over there, and they've just ground it all off as they've gone along.
Is that how you pronounce this? Nudie-gate?
Yeah.
Nudie-gate.
Nudie-gate, yeah. Nudie was something different when I was young. I don't know about now.
Yeah. It wasn't just the Great Northern Railway in Kimberley. We also had the Midland Railway, and that arrived in 1882. So, what is these? A couple of ruined sections of bridge abutment then, just on the Midland.
Yep.
Just to the direction, just to the west of the station. Look at that. Seen better days, haven't they? But this part, oh yeah, and all down here, look, we've got a wing wall. Now this part of the Midland Railway, you know, this from the Kimberley station out to Bentley Junction, where it joins the Erie-Wash. This closed in 1916, I think. Yeah,
it was a lot earlier than Great Northern.
It was. The tracks were taken up by the War Department.
All right.
And reused. I can't remember the details now. There's actually information that it was used in one of the battles, which I can't remember off the top of my head, which is terrible. And then the same at this side as well. Look. We do have remains of a bridge abutment as well, look. Still got a bridge identifier on there, BBL. So industry-wise in Kimberley, we had coal mining, and we also had brewing. Now we've got the Kimberley Brewery, or it was Hardy's and Hanson's, as it was also known, and this is the old site of the brewery that we're at here then. So it's not in its complete form, is it? No,
it's had this side of the building took off, look, which you can clearly see. Quite a low structure on this side by the looks of that. You would have thought that it would be another high building, but anyway, just to your left there, look, this is where a little branch came off the Midland main line, which you'll get to in a minute, ran behind there on a little turntable and then ran parallel to the right where the new apartments are, because the brewery buildings ran along there as well, the old ones. Okay. And there was obviously loading trucks and bringing them back down onto the line for outward shipment.
Right, okay, so we're going to see the Midland in a little while.
So this will level crossing effectively, just here.
So where did it go?
There.
Ah, so that
went round the back to the building.
Where they bricked it
where
up.
The porter cabin is there. Went round the back, they turned the trucks on a turntable, swung them right, and they went round the backs. And they've gone, those brewery buildings then.
Look at the nice little bridge, nice little remain of the brewery there. Now, they no longer brew in Kimberley. I think that ceased in 2006. I was doing my family tree, obviously, my name, Cooper. Traced it back to like Burton-on-Trent, you know, way back, centuries ago, on my dad's side. But they were also here in Kimberley. And now I've never put two and two together. But obviously, if they're brewing here, Coopers, obviously, barrel makers. Yeah. That's why we were in Burton-on-Trent. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
So that's the old brewery entrance, I would guess, isn't it? You'd have thought, like a grand entrance.
Now, we're going to confuse you by discussing this before we've kind of done this in chronological order, but Phil mentioned there was a branch to the brewery, and we can see this on the old maps. And here it is. Here it was an incline, and it went down onto the Midland Railway. And as I say, we'll show you the Midland Railway in a short while. But the brewery line crossed on a level crossing here then.
Well,
straight
yeah.
into the brewery there.
I very much started to add barriers, but you can see the rebuilt section there. Look.
1882, it wasn't it? I said the Midland Railway arrived, and we had Kimberley West Station on the Midland. And although down towards the Benelli Way, it closed in 1917, it was still in use in the other direction until the 1950s for goods.
Yep.
But sadly, the station site and everything is on private property now. The beautiful station building's been done up as a private house, rather nicely from what you can see, but we're not going to be able to really show you much of that, unfortunately, but it's just in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look. And that's about as good a view as we're going to be able to get just from the side of the road, really. And there's the station building, look, just down there. And there's the back of the brewery, look.
Look at that retaining wall.
Yeah. Look at the, see, that's a lift on the side
Yeah,
of the
it's, I don't know if they had is it a dumb waiter or what, but obviously something will be in either up or down from, it's like where you get at the old wheat mills, isn't it? You get them kind of things.
Station Road there. Now, we've just been past and the gates were open to the old station, look, you're just seeing there, and I'm not a fan of putting camera into private property like that, but just as we're walking past, that's the view that you'll get. Kimberley West Cottage, so they've kept the name on that at least. And this area's seen quite a lot of change, Phil, hasn't it, this recently? A lot of it, I mean, compared to, like, the station was still accessible and derelict until very recently.
I won't say it's changed a lot, to be honest with you, apart from you can't see anything anymore because tree growth's been allowed to get so rife over the years, it's obstructing things.
This is the railway bridge then, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the east end of the station. You can see the...
not parapet, not stanchion. I forgot what it's called.
Nailed
you think we know, but whatever we are going to call it, the remnants of it's over there as well, look.
Yeah. Right, so that's looking down there then. That's the railway cutting, is it?
It's the cutting, and although this platform's been made into sort of a veranda, is that what you'd call it? It wasn't a platform for the station, it was for the brewery siding.
Okay, so this was like a brewery loading point.
Of some description, yeah. I believe it went around the back though as well, so I'm not sure what happened on this side, but I believe it's too long to be the platforms.
And this is the main line, this is the main Midlands,
yeah,
rather than the brewery spur.
No, yeah, so the brewery spur just came off of it, just to the side of it.
So why do they need a loading platform as well as a brewery branch?
Maybe the logistics of getting it from this side of the road to the other. I don't know whether, I don't know, it's like I say, they built this siding coming up for some reason, haven't they?
Yeah, well, there's an information board here, it might answer the questions.
It might not do as well.
The bridge was built in 1879, so slightly
well, that's the one up there.
Ah.
We've not got to that yet. This is just telling you about what's happening on this side, isn't it? For example, is that a picture there? You can just see the bridge in the background. Look on that right-hand side picture. Can you see it? The arches of it.
Yeah, 3 arches.
And that looks like either siding. Well, it's splitting there, the line. I wonder if that's the branch coming up here, this incline. I'm not sure.
This information board is slightly too far away from the footpath, isn't it, to properly see. If you can make it out through the trees, look, you can see that 3-arch bridge there. That's what it was showing on the information board back at that last bridge. I'll go and have a look, but there's another information board here. We'll see if that's got any... Is this the same thing? Is it
same one? For some reason they've erected it again at the next bridge.
There you go, there's the bridge that we're about to walk over. I'm assuming we can't get a good view of this bridge then from the sides or underneath then, Phil, can we?
You might be able to, yeah. Let's see, look at that.
This is quite a high bridge. Look down there, look at the track bed down the bottom there. It's a little bit overgrown. That's looking back to the station. Look, you see the brewery just poking above the trees. And then look the other way, looking east, on the track bed. That's looks more like a river down there at the moment. Actually, that's a little bit waterlogged. Phil tells me that there is a tunnel, Watnall Tunnel, just a little distance down there, but it's not the easiest to get to, especially at this time of year.
So that's about the best view you're going to get of it, and it is quite a nice structure. Almost viaduct-esque, I would say.
Don't forget, there was also a tunnel on the Great Northern that we mentioned earlier. So that's 2 tunnels, one on each line heading east out of Kimberley. The Midland Line also had a station at Watnall, which is a village just on the outskirts of Kimberley. Just like when we started, Phil, we're going to end this at the top of a hill.
Yeah.
So this here is the chapel on the hill, it's called. I don't know anything about it, I'm not gonna lie. But there we go, look, we'll just come here just to as a little information board, Phil. Just to get a view overlooking Kimberley. Well, this is nice, isn't it? Just giving you a little bit of information about what you can see. Yeah, so where's the water tower where we opened the video? Somewhere over there. So where's they just said Crouch?
Well, there's the brewery, look, where we saw the wheat/grain lift going up. Do you see there, look?
Yeah. Yeah, it's saying that here you can see the Crouch monument.
Okay, well that'll
Crouch
be...
stand. Is that it?
Yeah, I can't see without the glasses too well, but it's going to be on the horizon up there, yeah. It's there, look, yeah, you can see it. To right at wind turbine, look.
Yeah. Turns out there may have been more to Kimberley than meets the eye. Yeah. But I think we've done all right there. We've seen a lot of railway stuff, haven't we?
Yeah, there's no railway mentioned on this.
No. Quite a tiring day that, Phil, so thanks as ever, appreciate it. Certainly more to see than I thought. I thought Kimberley would be to be honest, I didn't even know Kimberley was a town. Okay. I thought it was just a village, but there's more here than meets the eye, really. Interesting railway remains. So thanks as ever for watching. Thanks to all my channel members, anyone who buys me a coffee, sends me a super thanks. So we'll see you on another video soon. Ta-ra.
See you next time.